India to back multilateral finance institution in promoting global growth, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi at BRICS Summit. Defence Minister inaugurates bridge on Arunachal River, says Northeast is crucial for the nation. Manipur Chief Minister confident of centre keeping its promise not to harm Manipur's interest while conducting Naga peace talks. In the changing Maharashtra political scenario, Shiv Sena NCP Congress determined to form a stable government in the state. And in cricket, Mayank Agarwal hits a double ton. Men in blue dominates Bangladesh in the indoor test. Very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hangita Kakute Pathak, and now the stories in detail. India has offered full backing to the multilateral finance institution in promoting global growth. This was announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the BRICS Business Council meeting in Brasilia. He urged the Council to create a roadmap to achieve the $500 billion intra-BRICS trade target by the next summit. Modi called for an early opening of the regional branch of the New Development Bank in India. BRICS joint statement says, building upon the core functions of the bank's headquarters, its regional offices shall contribute to expanding its operations and striving for a more robust project portfolio for all member countries. The Prime Minister underlined the need to address the challenges facing the universal health coverage. Prime Minister has since left for New Delhi after attending the summit. In a tweet, Modi described the BRICS summit as a very productive one.
विभिन्न अनुमानों के अनुसार $1 ट्रिलियन से ज्यादा का नुकसान विश्व की अर्थव्यवस्था को हुआ और
Moving on to the northeast now, in Arunachal Pradesh, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today said the region is very crucial for the nation from the strategic point of view, but it was ignored by the centre for a long period. Inaugurating the Siseri River Bridge in East Siang district, the minister said that in the last 5 years, connectivity in the region has increased at a fast pace. The central government will not keep any part of the region unconnected. He informed that his ministry has sanctioned 50 crore rupees for the survey of the strategically important Bhalukpong-Tenga Tawang Railway. Chief Minister Pema Khandu and Arunachal East MP Tapir Gao were also present on the occasion. Earlier in the day, the Defence Minister visited Indian Army's forward post at Bumla near Tawang along the Indo-China border. He interacted with the jawans and officers of the Indian Army posted there.
अब जैसे ये सिसेरी वैली पर जिस ब्रिज का निर्माण हुआ, इससे यहाँ पर लोगों का आना जाना प्रारंभ होगा।
In news from Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh today said his government has full trust in the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Talking to the media on the sidelines of the Miyamgi Numit and Hill Leaders Day at the Darbar Hall of the Chief Minister's Secretariat, Imphal, he expressed the confidence that they will keep their promise not to harm Manipur's interest while conducting the Naga peace talks. The Chief Minister informed the state government has gathered a report from various levels mirroring the mood of Manipuris and shared it with Union Home Minister Amit Shah this morning. The Chief Minister also said the state government will invite representatives of the Coordination Committee on Manipur Integrity, that is COCOMI, and other stakeholders for a thorough discussion before consultations with the centre on the issue. In Meghalaya, Union Minister of State for Tribal Affairs Renuka Singh on Thursday reviewed schemes of a ministry being implemented in the state. She held the review meeting at the Secretariat in Shillong along with State Home Minister James Sangma and other officials. During the meeting, the Union Minister asked all stakeholders to create an awareness about the schemes that are being implemented for the overall development of the tribal population of the country. The centre has accorded priority to the overall development of the tribal population in India, she said. NCP Chief Sharad Pawar today said a Shiv Sena NCP Congress government will be formed and it will complete 5-year term as he ruled out the possibility of mid-term polls in Maharashtra, which is currently under the president's rule. He said the three parties want to form a stable government which will be development-oriented. There is no possibility of mid-term polls. This government will be formed and it will complete 5 years. The parties will ensure this government runs for 5 years, Pawar told reporters in Nagpur. Asked whether the BJP was holding discussions with the NCP over government formation, the former union minister said his party was holding talks with only the Sena, the Congress and its allies, and nobody beyond them. In Tripura, Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb has directed the Food Department to initiate inquiry against the middlemen meddling in the crop industry, holding them responsible for the excessive hike in the prices of vegetables. He told a gathering organized to mark the observance of the state-level cooperative week in Agartala on Thursday that proper steps should be taken against the persons who are deliberately raising the prices of vegetables. This practice has to be stopped immediately, he added. In Meghalaya, the State Cabinet on Thursday decided to amend the Meghalaya excise rules and also make technological interventions to stop revenue leakage on one hand and increase collection on the other. The Excise Department is one of the highest revenue collectors for the state exchequer. The revenue collection of the department stood at 227 crore rupees in the last fiscal. Under the amended rules, liquor bonds will now have to be adhered to a prepaid system under which they need to pay the excise fee upfront after a purchase from the liquor companies. In Assam, the proposed Medical College and Research Institute in Diffu will start functioning from the 25th of this month. Announcing this at a function in Guwahati organized to distribute appointment letters to 87 recruits for third-grade posts and nurses for the college, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma urged the recruits not to lobby in any quarter for transfer to a place of their choice. He asked them to join their duties within 3 days. A talent scouting program is being carried out these days across the country to spot the best football talent. One such camp is being held at Nazira in Assam. Here is more in this report.
These girls who have assembled at Girgaon ground at Nazira in Upper Assam, about 360 kilometers from the capital Guwahati. They are under a close scrutiny as each and every skillful move is being closely monitored by the AIFF coach. The girls are here for the selection trials for the Under-17 FIFA World Cup and AFC Under-16 and Under-19 competitions.
We are very happy that the selection trial camp is being held here in Nazira. We will be very satisfied if we can represent the national team.
Close to 200 girls and boys are attending the selection trials, which is initiated by the Union Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs and organized by the AIFF in close coordination with Assam Football Association.
तो ये हम अपने नेशनल टीम कैंप्स के लिए अगर हमारे जो कोचेस के पास एग्जिस्टिंग टैलेंट है, जो टैलेंट अभी मौजूद है, उससे अच्छा टैलेंट अगर मिल पाए तो हम उसकी खोज में हैं, उसकी तलाश में हम यहाँ पर आए हैं.
Optimism is in the air as the available talent comes in for appreciation from the experts.
जैसे कि हम लोग ट्रायल किया बच्चों का अंडर 15, अंडर 17 और अंडर 19 2 दिन से हम लोग कर रहे हैं. उसमें से मेरे को लगता है 4-5 ये सिलेक्शन के लिए जाएंगे, आगे ट्रायल के लिए जाएंगे.
According to the AIFF appointed scouts, the selection trials is a great opportunity for the girls to get involved with the national team.
আৰু আমি আশা কৰিছোঁ ইয়াৰ পৰা যিসকল আমাৰ প্ৰতিভা আছে সেই প্ৰতিভাসকলে বিকাশৰ মঞ্চ হিচাপে এখন লাভ কৰিছে আৰু ইয়াৰ বাবে আমি সৰ্বভাৰতীয় ফুটবল ফেডাৰেশ্যনক ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ. তেখেতলোকে যে আমাৰ যিসকল সুপ্ত প্ৰতিভা বিকাশত তেখেতলোকে এখন মঞ্চ হিচাপে আমাক এই জেগাখন দিয়াৰ বাবে.
It is understood that this kind of exposure for the upcoming young players will be very beneficial in taking football forward in the country. Bureau Report, DD News, Guwahati.
Union Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju today said the Commonwealth Games Federation CGF has taken a serious note of India's concerns over shooting's exclusion from the 2022 Commonwealth Games and has agreed to work towards finding a solution. Rijiju, along with Indian Olympic Association President Narinder Batra and Secretary General Rajiv Mehta, met the CGF chief Louis Grevenberg in the national capital and discussed several issues, including the exclusion of shooting from the Birmingham Games. For the first time since 1974, the sport has been excluded from the Games roster. In cricket, an electric double ton by Mayank Agarwal put India in a commanding position with a huge lead before Bangladesh on the second day of the first test match being played at Indore. Mayank Agarwal scored 243 with 28 boundaries and 8 sixes. Ajinkya Rahane also contributed 86 runs. India resumed their innings at the overnight score of 86 for 1 this morning. Earlier, India wrapped up the visitors at 150 in their first innings. Bangladesh won the toss and chose to bat first. Mushfiqur Rahim was the top scorer with 43 and Mominul Haq contributed 37. For India, Mohammad Shami took 3 wickets and Ishant Sharma, Ravichandran Ashwin and Umesh Yadav claimed 2 each. Honouring the bounty offered by the mighty Brahmaputra, the Pushkar Mela 2019 celebrations are going on at the ghats of Guwahati, starting from Bhorolumukh to Fancy Bazaar. Devotees in large numbers have turned up at the Mela. Here is more in this report.
Among the 250 rivers flowing in India, there are 12 major rivers that have been assigned as Rasis. Every year, when the planet Jupiter transcends from one zodiac sign to another to settle down in the river, that event is celebrated for 12 days as Pushkar Festival. This year, Jupiter is transcending to Sagittarius, which is connected with the Brahmaputra.
Yeah, but every 12 years this Pushkar will come. This year this Brahmaputra Pushkar is there. We came from Andhra Pradesh, mostly from Vijayawada, surrounding areas, and rest Andhra Pradesh, from Hyderabad also. About 70 people, a group of people who came here today morning.
Hence, Brahmaputra Pushkar 2019 has been organized for the first time in Assam at Sonaram School Playground by Mahalakshmi Charitable Trust, Chennai, in association with Purva Tirupati Sri Balaji Seva Committee, Guwahati, have organized this festival with assistance from Assam government.
The arrangements are very fine. The Assam government doing very intelligence and external facilities provided in this Pushkar.
Around 1.50 lakh devotees from South India have come to attend it. Besides Pushkar, bathing rituals, other programs like homas, pujas and aartis were performed during the 12-day Mahotsav.
We move on to the next story. Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb on Thursday inaugurated the Tripura Pavilion at the 31st India International Trade Fair organized at Pragati Maidan, Delhi through video conferencing. Chief Secretary U. Venkateshwarlu and other officials of the Department of Industry and Commerce were present during the inauguration. Later, talking to reporters, the Chief Minister said that like every year, Tripura is also taking part in the International Trade Fair this year. And before we wind up the bulletin, a recap of the top stories once again. India to back multilateral finance institutions in promoting global growth, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the BRICS summit. Defence Minister inaugurates bridge on Arunachal River, says Northeast is crucial for the nation. Manipur Chief Minister confident of centre keeping its promise not to harm Manipur's interest while conducting Naga peace talks. In the changing Maharashtra political scenario, Shiv Sena NCP Congress determined to form a stable government in the state. And in cricket, Mayank Agarwal hits a double ton. Men in blue dominate Bangladesh in the indoor test. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.